Hey there, and welcome to today's class. Today we'll be doing a full body yoga routine just to get our bodies nice and active and moving and get a nice little stretch going. So we're going to begin in a seated position with our legs crossed, hands on our knees or our laps, eyes closed. And we're just going to take the next 3 breaths just to settle in, clear our minds as we bring our focus right here on the mat. Taking a nice deep full breath in through the nose and a gentle breath out through the nose or the mouth. Just doing a quick checking on our bodies, noticing any tension or stress we might be feeling in our shoulders or in our necks. And then dropping your chin towards your chest, roll your head over to the left side, bring your chin towards your left shoulder, and then ever so gently bring it back to center as you roll it over to the right. Just going in this half moon motion, left and right, maybe even matching your movement with your breath. You take a breath in to move the one way and exhale to the other. And the next time your head comes over to the left side, you're just going to let it hang to the left there. And with your right hand, you're just going to extend it out, bring your fingertips just above the mat. So you feel a nice little extra lengthening down your right neck. Bring your head and your hand back to center. You can roll it, let your head fall over to the right side. And then with your left hand extending it out, getting that nice little extra lengthening in the left side of your neck. And you're going to come back to center, and you're going to come facing the long side of your mat, or short side of your mat. And with your legs out, bent out in front of you, you're going to start slowly balancing on your lower back as you hover your legs up, bringing them in parallel with the mat, coming into a boat pose. You can either choose to hold onto your legs, or you can keep them in line with your legs. So we hold here, engaging our core for breath in. And then on your exhale, you're going to slowly straighten your legs out, lowering them down as you bring your back just above the mat. And inhale, coming back up. Exhale to lower down. Inhale up. Exhale, lower down one last time. And then on your inhale, you're going to cross your legs over and rolling over your feet to come meet me in a tabletop. And then from our tabletop, we're just going to go into some wrist rolls over our hands as we move our whole entire body, move in the one direction, before changing over in the other. And then coming back to center, we're going to raise our left leg up, keeping our leg bent. And then drawing some nice big circular motions with our knee, giving ourselves a nice gentle hip massage. Moving our leg in the one way, before changing it over in the other. Before bringing our left foot next to our left hand just outside the mat, you can shift our back leg slightly back as we come into a lizard. And then from our lizard, you can just go into some circular motions with your body, just to feel your hips out, giving that nice little warm-up stretch. And you can change your circular motion in the other direction. And then walking your foot to the center of the mat, you're going to lift your chest and your arms up as you come into a low crescent lunge. And yeah, you really want to focus on pushing your hips as far forward as you can. Bring your knee over your ankle, taking a breath in, and then exhaling, you're going to push your hips back towards your back foot as you straighten our front leg out, coming into a half splits. Holding for a breath in. Exhale, pushing back forward into a low lunge. Holding for a breath in. Exhale to push back. And just go into this motion 2 more times. And then on your final half splits, you can re-bend your front leg as you bring both hands back down to mat. You step back into your tabletop as you move on to the other side. So with your right leg raising it up like you peed on a fire hydrant, just drawing some nice big circles. And then changing back in the other direction. Placing your right foot next to your right hand, come into your lizard. And from here, just go into some nice little gentle circles. And then in the other direction. Then heel turn your right foot to the center of the mat. As you raise your chest and your hands up into your low lunge. And then exhaling, pushing hips back into your half splits. And just go through this motions very gently, just feeling it out. And just enjoying the stretch. Going to 2 more rounds. And on your final exhale, you can bring both hands back down to mat. Bring your legs together. You can just slide your body forward. Come to lay on your stomachs. And then with your forearms out in front of you, you're going to raise your chest up, roll your shoulders back. As we come into a sphinx. And in your sphinx pose, you're going to raise your left leg up, bring your knee in line with the hips to come into a half frog. And then twisting your body to the left, you're going to see if you can gaze over your shoulder behind you for a bit of a spinal twist. Bring your head and your chest back to center. You can straighten your left leg out. Then raising your right knee up, bring it in line with the hips. Turning yourself to gaze behind you over your right shoulder. coming back to center. You can tuck your toes, you bring your hands back below your shoulders, and then raise your hips up. You're going to push yourself up into your first downward facing dog. In your down dog, you can just adjust yourself, moving your feet maybe a little bit closer, keeping a nice little generous bend in your knees, back nice and straight, head hanging loose. And then from here, we're going to start with our right leg as we take a breath in, raising our leg up into a three-legged dog. Before exhaling, placing our foot between our hands as we raise ourselves up to a high crescent lunge. From our high lunge, we're going to twist our bodies to the left as we bring our right hand forward, left hand back to open up into a warrior two. And then flipping our front palm, we're going to throw it over your head as you bring your back hand either down to your back hand down to your back leg. You can do a half bind behind your back. And shifting back into warrior two, you're going to bring your right arm to your front leg. With your left hand, you're going to throw it over your head, opening your chest out to the left to come into an extended side angle. Then bring your left hand down to the mat next to your right foot. You're going to bring your back knee down as you open our chest up to the right to come into another twist. And then keeping your left leg down, you can twist more as you bring your right foot back, straighten it out to come into assisted side plank. You can either choose to stay as is, or you can straighten your left leg out to come into the full side plank. Bring your right hand down, come into a full plank. So we hold here for breath in. For exhaling, shifting our body slightly forward before lowering ourselves down. And then keeping our hands below our shoulders, we're going to take an inhale to raise our chest up to come into a cobra. For exhaling, tucking our toes to push back into a downward dog. Moving on to the other side, inhale for your left leg, going up nice and high, keeping that leg straight. Exhaling, placing your foot between your hands as you raise yourself up into a high crescent lunge. And then twisting our bodies to the right, bring left hand forward, right hand back into your warrior two. And flipping your front palm as you throw it over your head to the back of the mat to come into our reverse warrior. back into warrior two. Bring your left forearm to your front knee, with your right hand throwing it over your head to come into extended side angle. Bringing your right hand down next to your left foot, twisting your body over to the left, raising your left hand as high as you can into your twist. And then dropping your back knee down, you're going to extend your left foot out to the back of the mat to come into your assisted side plank. Once more with the option to either keep your right knee down, or you can extend it, bringing your legs together for your full side plank. Bring left hand down to come into your full plank. Holding here for breath in. Exhale, slowly lowering yourselves down to chaturanga. Inhale to push your chest up into a cobra, or maybe even raise your thighs up off the ground for an upward dog. For exhaling, coming into a downward facing dog. Then walking your hands to the back of the mat, you're going to come meet me in a forward fold. You're going to make sure your feet are together as you take a breath in to lift your chest up halfway. Bring hands to shins or knees. Then on your exhale, you're going to bend your legs as you sink your hips down, raising hands above your head to come into a chair. You really want to make sure you have your hips tucked in and the weight on your heels to help with the balance. As you hold here for a breath in. And exhale, you're going to bring your palms together down to your chest. And twisting to the left, you're going to bring your right elbow to your left knee. So you come to a chair twist. And you have the option to either stay here, or you can open it out, bringing right hand down, left hand up. Then bring your palms back together. You can twist back to center. As you exhale, straighten your legs out, coming back into your fold. Inhale, lifting your back up halfway. Before exhaling back, bending your knees back down into your chair, hands above your head. Holding here for your breath in. And then exhale, bringing the palms down to chest as we twist to the right. Left elbow to right knee. And once more with the added option of extending your left hand down, right hand up. Bring hands back together, twisting back to center. And straighten your legs out, back into your fold. And then from here, you're just going to heel toe your feet to the edges of the mat. And just gently sinking your hips down as you come down into your yogi squats. And then bringing your elbows towards your knees, palms together. You're just going to push your legs out a little bit further. Just to feel that nice little extra stretch in your inner thighs. And from your yogi squat, you can come sit down all the way onto the mat. You're going to bring the bottoms of your feet together, making a diamond shape with your legs. Depending on how intense you want to stretch, you can either push your feet further away or a little bit closer. And then from here, we're just going to flatten our legs up and down just to build some heat and get some blood flowing in our thighs. And then gently relaxing our legs down. We hinge ourselves forward, bringing our chest towards our feet, hands out in front of us, as we come into a butterfly fold. And then rolling ourselves back up. You can extend your left leg out in front of you, keeping your right leg bent. With the bottom of your foot against your thigh, you can take a breath in to lengthen out your spine, pulling your shoulders back. And on your exhale, you're going to hinge forward, aiming to bring your chest as close to your left knee as you can. With your hands extended out to grab your left foot. And slowly rolling yourself back up. You're going to place your right foot just on the outside of your left leg. With your left hand, you're going to wrap around your bent leg with your right hand just behind you for support. So we take a breath in to lengthen out our spine. And then on our exhale, we're going to twist to the right, pulling our right shoulder as far back as we can. Maybe even turning our head to gaze behind us over our shoulder. Coming out of our twist, we can straighten our right leg out as we bend our left leg. Once more, taking a breath in to prepare, straightening our backs out. And exhale, hinging forward over our right leg. Straightening our bodies out. And place our left foot just outside of our right leg. With our right hand wrapping around our bent knee, left hand behind you for support. You take a breath in and exhale into your twist. Coming out of your twist, you can come meet me now, laying on your backs. From here, you're just going to hug your knees into your chest, coming into a tight little ball. So just maybe sway our bodies from left to right, giving ourselves a gentle back massage. Before releasing your hands, laying them out to the side, you can let your legs fall over to the left to come into a belly twist. Bring your legs back up to center. You can let them fall over to the right as you move on to the other side. And once more, bring your legs back up to center. You can straighten both your legs out. You bring your hands by your sides, eyes closed. You can meet me in our Shavasana. Yeah, you can just spend the next few moments just completely relaxing your whole entire body, clearing out your mind. You just take some nice, easy breaths in and out. And take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And a gentle breath out through the mouth. Start waking your body up, moving your fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Bring your knees into your chest, giving yourself a nice tight little hug. Just focus on waking yourself up very slowly. You have the option to stay laying on the mat, or you can come meet me in a seated position with your eyes still closed. And we just spend the next few moments just to reflect, doing a quick check-in on how we feel from the beginning till now, noticing any differences, any improvements. And then with that, you can take one final breath in as you bring our palms together up to our chest. And on our exhale, we can bow to close our practice. I hope you all enjoyed that. Hope you found some benefits, something you can incorporate into your daily lives or into your daily practice. Please let me know in the comments if there's anything else you would like me to do, and hope to see you again soon on the yoga mat.